Somebody else will just go online and start coding and claim to be a data scientist, and next you know, company has crashed and they are saying they don't know what happened. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Prince, and today I'll be breaking down 3 must-know concepts, which are accuracy, precision, and recall. So let's start with the most popular one. Accuracy is number of correct predictions all over the total prediction. For example, in tests at school, if you scored 60 out of 100 questions, that's 60%. You are 60% accurate. A lot of people mix this up for precision, but trust me, it's not. The reason why we need more evaluation metrics like precision and recall, you will find out sooner in this video. But for now, this is very misleading because there's so much that we don't know about how you answer them right. Looking at this example, there's an AI model that is predicting between an adult and a child. So on the left hand, the left column is called true label, which is what are they really? Are they really a child or an adult? And the right part is the predicted value. What did the model predict? Let's try to calculate the accuracy here. Adult, that is 1, that is wrong. So 1 right, that's wrong. Adult, child, wrong. Child, 2. That is 2 so far. Child, 3. Child, adult, wrong. Adult, that's 4. 5, 6. So the accuracy, these are 10. So that is 6 out of 10. That's very basic. That's accuracy of 60%. The next one, precision. What I want you to imagine when I mention the word precision is how many did I get right, or what did my model get right. So I'll use the same example. In class, highest mark you can get is 100. You answered only 50 of them. You got everything. So your precision is 100%. But in this same case, your accuracy is 50%. Does that make sense? Let's say you answered 60, 30 of them are correct. Your correct answers, your accuracy is 30 over 100, which means you have an accuracy of 30%. You failed the class. But your precision is 50% because half of the ones that you tried, you only got it right. So precision only cares about what did you try, what did you predict, and how many out of those ones are right. Soon enough, you start to see why we have this exact metric. So in the same example, your AI model is trying to predict between an adult and a child. So precision is for a particular category. So let's say, how precise is the model in predicting an adult? Let's start from here. Adult, that is 1. Adult, child, you got that wrong, so no. Child, adult, that's not an adult, so we don't care about that. Adult, child, that is wrong, that is 2 wrongs. Adult, that is right, that is 2. And adult. Your precision should be about 3 over 5. That is your precision. For accuracy, 3 over 5. Your precision is about 60% precise. I'm using calculators because I don't want to mess it up, of course. What's your precision in predicting a child in this exact same question? The child here will be, that's wrong, you got it wrong. That's right, wrong, and right. That is still 3 over 5. So your precision in predicting child is 60%. Let me give you a different example with a different data set. In this example, what is your precision in getting a child? Your precision is 100% because every time there was a child, your model got it right. But you can see this is very misleading because the model is dumb. It just predicted child all the time. How we'll know the model is very bad is, what is the precision in predicting an adult here? It's 0% because every time there was an adult, the model got it wrong. In this exact same scenario, what is the accuracy? It only failed 2 out of 10, so the accuracy is 80%. You can see here that the precision kind of shows you the false positives. There are different cases that you may need to know how much false positive does a model have. I will explain further in the video. But for now, precision is what you did. How many of those are correct? For those of you that care, I have bachelor's in statistics, master's in data science, years of experience in published AI research. Like the video before you keep watching, subscribe if you like to this point. I really appreciate that. Thanks. The third one, recall. This is my personal favorite. It's basically asking, how many did you get right out of all the possible right answers? The same example again about predicting adult and child. Let's ask, what is the recall of getting adult? That means every time there was an adult, how many times did our model get it right? Don't mix this up with precision. Precision is how many times did we predict an adult that was right. I know it's kind of confusing, but let's just get into it. We can see here that in this question, I think the accuracy, precision, and recall are 60%. In the next question, what is the precision of child? That means every time there was a child, how many did we get it right? Because of we had child, our model predicted child all the time, our recall here is 100%. But if I'm saying what is the recall of an adult, it's 0% because every time there was an adult, we got it wrong. Who here remembers the story of a boy? No, it's not a story of a boy. The boy who cried wolf. For those of us that actually cared about any biting, he kept going to the village and saying, hey, there's a wolf, there's a wolf. Villagers will come out to fight it or whatever. There's no wolf. They stopped trusting him. But on one fateful day, there was really a wolf. And the boy ran to the village. I hope I'm not spoiling the story. He was shouting there's a wolf and no one believed him because he lied before. Yes, there was serious casualties, or I don't know how the story ended. Maybe I was sleeping. I would rather have the boy as my alarm than any other person. Why? As a statistician, that boy had 100% recall. Yes, there was a lot of false positives. Recall doesn't care about how many false alarms there are. As long as every time there's a wolf, 100% of the time, you get the wolf right. I'm sure some of you trade Forex and you say you have a 3-to-1 RR. That is a risk to reward ratio, which means that if I lose my money 3 times, when I get one trade, I make back the money. So a lot of people look at it and they're looking at their accuracy. The accuracy is looking good. But the real question here is a recall. Out of the number of times that you should get that one trade to win it back, how many were you sleeping? Maybe it was Asian session and you were sleeping. It's actually that important. I would rather have an alarm system that every time there is meant to be a bomb or an assassination, it alerts me every time. Yes, sometimes it may be wrong because of false alerts. Those systems have 100% recall because we would rather have false fire alarms than have a fire alarm that cameras don't catch. Putting it all together, when do we use accuracy? When do we use precision? When do we use recall? First of all, I'll not even talk about accuracy because it doesn't tell us enough. Something that is 90% accurate might be very bad for whatever scenario. We just care right now about precision and recall. We need precision the times when we actually care about the false alarms. Precision is when you want your model to be careful. Recall are the times you want to be careful that you don't even want one bad case. This topic is quite important for a lot of people not to talk about it because somebody else will just go online and start coding and claim to be a data scientist, but they don't know the difference between precision, they don't know the difference between recall, they don't know the difference between accuracy. They will just go and do rubbish and go and put a precise system when it needs to have high recall. And next you know, company has crashed and they are saying they don't know what happened. So this is why these things are very important. Even in your everyday life, you can start to see it all around you. For those of you that don't know this is the time for the fun challenge. I really encourage everyone to try to get it right in the comment section. I'll be replying. Imagine you are dead shots and there are 10 enemy hostiles. For those of you that play Call of Duty, there are 10 bad guys you have to shoot. You shoot 7 bullets. You hit 5 of the enemy hostiles. What is your accuracy? What is your precision? And what is your recall? And why? Of course, why? Are you a good dead shot? You need to join Justice League or go back to prison. If you've watched up to this point, like, comment, subscribe. I'll be making more videos. I'm trying to get more consistent. Thanks for watching up to this point. Really appreciate the support. See you next time.